Welcome back to E44 Lofts. Thanks for joining me. We're going to go ahead and get 3 pairs out of the way today, because if I don't get 3, I'm never going to get done with these videos. This pair is pair number 8. On the right is LV. On the left, I can't remember her name. My daughter just named her, and I haven't memorized the name yet, but I'll put it on the video. LV was first place for Adrian P. at 167 miles. I was surprised when he sent him to me. Last year, he produced a daughter for me that was top 20% on the 3 races that she raced on. She had an egg in the middle of the season right before it was basketing day, so I didn't send her to one of the races. And then one of the races was a smash race for us, and she came back late. But the other 3 races that she raced, she was top 20% every race. She always looked perfectly healthy. I'll show her on this video. She'll be next up. The hen on the left, she came from my buddy Mike Easley. I own her daddy. He owns her mama. Her mama is a sister to Rexella and Roxella. Her full brother was first place champion bird for all of Lucky 17 One Loft Race 2022. He flew really well for us, won us a little bit of money there at that race. So I won't disturb them anymore. As you can see, they got 2 little babies there. I'll go get some video of his daughter and her mate. So here we have LV's daughter. Her name is Sol, S-O-L. My daughter named her. She is a great granddaughter of Casanova from Adrian P. Her mate is named Bagheera. He is from Romanian Dave at 10 Flights Pigeon Station. I went and picked him up last spring. He is off of Dave's best cock. If you watch the video that I made at Dave's, he was a cock that was on the far left. He had him in a nice big enclosure by himself. That's his daddy. Hopefully these guys do big things for me. As you can see, they got 2 babies, so I won't disturb them for very long. She's just a gorgeous hen. She's always looked race ready. And when I just handled her to put her in the box to get video, she still feels race ready. Here we have what I call, jokingly amongst the club members, my pumper pair. Because the very first 2 babies I got from them were both really big cocks, and they both got lost pretty early into training. So I had relegated them as a pumper pair the first year. On the left is Mule. On the right is Jan. Because he's supposedly Muleman, she's supposedly Jansen. Clever name, I know. But that first year, they produced 4th club champion. That was 2020. 2021, they produced the first place at 200, the second place at 300. Those 2 sisters from that year, one was 6th champion bird and one was 9th champion bird of the club. Last year, they produced a bird that flew top 20% for Adrian on a couple of races, and another bird that flew top 20% on 3 races for me. Just a solid pair. I probably will never get rid of them because they're my first pair to produce bird after bird that do really well in our club races. I sent one to Hoosier last year. He made it all the way up until the 220-mile race and then got lost. The hens seem to race better than the cocks do. Well, thank y'all for watching. I enjoy sharing my hobby with you. Here we have Oakley and Night Eye. Oakley, in 2021, she was first place at 250 miles, and the very next week she was second place at 300 miles. The story behind her parents, I have no idea what their lineage is. I don't have pedigrees on her parents. Her older sister from 2020 was 4th club champion. It was the only baby that I flew off of that pair. In fact, I had relegated them to a pumper pair because I just did not like the way the babies looked. However, after that baby placed 4th champion bird, I still wasn't 100% convinced until 2021 when Oakley and her sister flew lights out for me. Like I said, she was first place at 200, then second place at the 300 the following week. Her sister, every race, I would look at the race sheets, all but the first race, and I'll explain why the first race they weren't together. They were together, like you would see one, and then right behind it, not her nestmate sister, just her sister, was always right behind her. The first race, what happened was, when I was training, she hit a wire or got hit by a hawk or something, and she had a cut on her chest. So I felt her up. She felt okay. Well, I took her on a 30-mile training toss, and she flew up in the air and flew over into a cedar tree. And I said, oh, well, she's not good to go. But if she makes it back, I'll give her plenty of time to rest, get healed up. And she got healed up and flew lights out. Her mate I also got from Romanian Dave. He's down from a bunch of his best stuff. He's got pedigrees on his parents all the way back to the 70s. That's off of the Detroit Beckert stuff. She is supposedly from a Muleman cock and a Jansen hen. So her parents I named Mule and Jan, and that's the ones that you saw right before I showed her. Their babies so far, they're no longer a pumper pair. They're the babies that I measure all the rest of my birds by. If they can beat them, they're good birds. Because even this year, I had a daughter that flew top 20% at least 3 of the 6 races. She kept flying really, really well for me. Adrian P., I sent one to him. She flew top 20% for 2 of his races that he raced up there. On the left, we call him Almond. He had a name, but we just kept calling him Almond, so we just changed his name to Almond. On the right is Rose. Both of these two came from Adrian P. Rose is a daughter of Gingerbread Man. Adrian's equal first place winner from 2017. The cock was equal first. I believe it was 150 miles, maybe 200 miles for Adrian. They are sitting on, I'll see if I can get a picture of him. I'll just take a picture of him. A little almond baby. That's what almond babies look like. Even uglier than the ones that are fully colored out. I'll let them have their space back because they don't like me being here.